everyone. This is my first in a new series that I'm probably going to end up doing. It's called Fresh from the Cinema Reviews, and now these are going to be specifically non-spoiler. So chances are, if it's like Marvel and it gets released here before anyone else, that way I'm not spoiling anything for anyone. The reason this is going to be a non-spoiler review is because I'm going to do a full-blown spoiler review with the superhero enthusiast on his channel. So check that out when that comes out. There's been a few delays with that on my end and as well as his. So Transcendence. It's an interesting movie. You think it's about one thing because of the trailers that have been released about it, which is essentially about Johnny Depp's character getting plugged into machine and getting downloaded into it, which is true as well as not true. It's more like he's been copied and pasted onto a computer, which is really interesting because eventually he wants to grow and learn more like any normal person would. No offense to anyone that doesn't want to grow and learn. But yeah, he ends up growing, and there is this group called Rift, which wants to stop the so-called Transcendence from happening. So yeah, and what I think this movie is really all about is our trust in technology. How much are we willing to take as far as leaps in advancement to go? And what I think is really interesting is it's the younger people in this movie that want to stop technology from growing, whereas it's the older people that want to see it go further. Now, what's interesting to me about that is usually it's the flip. The older people are afraid of technology; they're very technophobic and all that. So this kind of flips that, and yeah, it's a really interesting film. I hope everyone that hasn't seen it yet goes out and sees it, because I think this is probably going to be one of those sleeper hits. It's not going to gross that much more than its budget, but I think it's really great. The graphics in it are great. The whole you would have seen this in the trailer. The nanobots growing and rebuilding things is really cool thing to see, and I do have some questions about it plot-wise, but I'm going to get into that in the spoiler review that I'll do with the superhero enthusiast. So the minute that's up, I will have a link in the description below to that. So yeah, if it's not there, check my Magpie is Elsewhere playlist and it will be on there. But probably the next thing that I'll be doing with Superhero Enthusiast is our review of TNG Season 2. This is the next video in a series that we've been doing. We did DS9 Season 7, Voyager Season 1, and now we're doing TNG Season 2. Yeah, so, but go, if you haven't yet, subscribe to his channel because I'm there quite frequently, and plus, if you're into the whole comic book thing, he is going to be having a whole series of all the new movies that are coming out. The Amazing Spider-Man, that hasn't been quite yet been released over in the States yet, but it may have just been released today. He's going to have X-Men and Godzilla, all those, and plus he's done plenty of other reviews on that, other comic book movies. But the most important thing is that you go over there just to see all the videos that I guest star in. Anyway, see you all later.